Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. Man, it's been pretty damn crazy, not going to lie, and I mean, the crypto prices right now are acting quite unpredictable, if I may say so myself. I mean, I've seen a lot of people right now in the last 24 hours comment on Twitter and send me personal messages with their price ideas and wanted me to talk about them. But the thing is, as of right now, I think the bigger picture is at play, which is Bitcoin. And so today, we're going to have the primary focus on that one with a little bit of a side note, of course, on XRP. But if we hit 1,500 likes within 24 hours, we're giving away, as you guys know, 250 XRP. So make sure you press the like button, are subscribed, and comment something down below. First off, Webull. Let me quickly tell you guys to join this if you're from the US because you can get 2 stocks for free and they have a cool Christmas bonus. And Unstoppable Domains, check that out as well, link down below. Then, Pantera Capital CEO says Ethereum and XRP will outperform Bitcoin. It was kind of funny because when this came out, the first time at least, they were not even talking about these most recent gains and not specifically the most recent huge surge here from XRP outperforming the rest of these other cryptos, at least in the last 3 days or so. It's kind of funny that a day after they made that, Ethereum and XRP, but mostly XRP, started to skyrocket past Bitcoin. It's just sometimes kind of ironical to see, in my opinion. Disclose TV just posted breaking. Hackers access the networks of the U.S. Energy Department and the National Nuclear Security Administration. These maintain the U.S. N weapons stockpile. I just said N right there because I don't want to say that word too many times because I still don't know how YouTube likes that type of stuff. You guys get it? So I'm trying to be a little bit careful here. However, the situation is quite dire because it looks to be the second big hack in a very short amount of time. However, here, Add Your Name has said false flag. We're going to hear about a cyber attack soon that's going to attack the power grid. They're just prepping us with this BS. Be ready, everyone. It's interesting. It is really interesting because a lot of this stuff is happening right now and a lot of people are wondering exactly why this is going on, who is doing it, and what the bigger picture is behind this. Is it Russia? Is it an inside job? What is it? We don't know. XRP could explode higher if crypto market marches higher by analysts. Now this one, I don't know if you guys need a little tick on the head, but this is too obvious, I think, for almost anybody who's ever held any crypto before. Yeah, I mean, XRP or any crypto for that matter could spike quite dramatically if Bitcoin does. In this case here, he said, this makes no sense, but it is Magic Poop Cannon who is known for having the outlandish crypto predictions and ideas. XRP's Twitter mentions have actually increased by 150% since November as well, which is interesting to me because you would think that November, when it hit that highest point, it would have actually been at its top, but apparently it's actually increased over this amount of time. Then let's quickly check it out. So the the number of Twitter users talking about XRP has grown by 152% in the last 30 days or so. So right here is the 1st of November. It's kind of stupid because we cannot see the end of November and the start of December. So that is a little bit annoying because we don't know if this chart here actually takes it to the end of November or like the 3rd of December or something like that. It's about the last 30 days, but when was this screenshot taken? If it was today, then that's pretty damn cool. But otherwise, It has gone over the last 30 days. Oh, wait, actually, I'm saying it wrong. If this is like the 14th or so right here of December, then this is looking pretty damn juicy. Because that means that somewhere in November, most likely right around the, maybe 15th or so, things have really started to go up. However, again, it's pretty hard to judge because this is the distance for 2 months. So this shouldn't even be 1 month then in distance, or should it? Maybe 1.5. Okay, maybe, yeah. Maybe it is somewhere right now. It could actually be. I don't know how to check it though, guys. I don't know. Moving forward though, because that is good. Ripple CTO optimizes XRP ledger. Results are incredibly encouraging. So the optimization of the XRP ledger reduces memory consumption by about 50% and improves the synchronization speed. The XRPL upgrade must be audited and approved prior to implementation, which is always the case, but it's our our king. I don't know how to exactly address David Schwartz, our savior. It kind of feels like, but I don't want to crown him too much because I mean he's just a random, just a dude. You know, it's not like he's a real hero in that sense. He's just very, very good for the crypto community and for crypto in general. I'm really happy with everything that he's sharing and doing for crypto. And a lot of people believe he is Satoshi because he also published a couple of cool papers decades ago about this crypto-ish stuff and blockchain, really, in the way that we see it now. A little bit different, but in the same sense. So it's kind of funny. Another point is a lot of people ask me, can you trade Flare already? I'm going to say no, you cannot. Flare and Spark basically are the same thing. However, if you're talking about Flare, you could be talking about three different things. One, you could be talking about dollar $FLR, which is Spark. Some call it Flare though, because that's the ticker, Flare. The second could be Flare Networks, and the third could be Flare Finance. Three different things, distinct, but still kind of on the same end because they all have to do with building on top of XRPL. However, you cannot buy or sell any Spark as of this point, except on Giotis or something like that, that exchange. However, I would not recommend buying any on that exchange because they have only gone out for IOUs, which means they don't really have that Spark in their exchange. They just have given out something which looks like Spark. They've kind of given it out before it's actually out. Like, for example, a game. Let's compare it to a game, right? I don't know what the best comparison could be to it all. Maybe let's try with a game. Let's see if it actually works. So if we were to have a game and I'm going to get 1,000 of that stock from the game, and I, up front give you guys an online version of the game, which is not the real game, but I already gave it to you guys that I made myself. Something that looks like it, which means, okay, you will get the game eventually, but you don't really have it yet, but you kind of have it already, right? It's a little bit strange because you don't have it, but you kind of are owed the real game, but you already have the game. You guys get that? You already have the game because I gave you guys the official version. It kind of looks like to you, even though it's a version that I made personally. And I am going to get those games in from the bigger store, and then I'm going to give it to you. However, once more, it's not real Spark because, again, it's an IOU type of scenario that's going on. And I do think Spark and Flare will be insane in terms of what it will bring to XRPL. However, I do not think Spark is going to make anybody rich, make us a lot of money, or actually become very high in value. I'm quite against that whole idea, if you were to personally ask me. However, I still will hold it, though, because I think maybe it's going to give us some money. Maybe it's going to give a good profit. Who knows? Then, Bitcoin price rally near point of exhaustion, warns market timing expert. So, I had a discussion with my old man here a little bit about buying more crypto right now. A couple of my friends actually did because, well, I mean, you're quite excited about crypto prices, and some of them just want to get in. They don't care about the price too much. And that's something I actually aspire to. All right, I aspire to the idea of just getting into crypto, 22,000, 23,000, 20,000. It all doesn't really matter in the bigger picture. You may double, triple your money, but we're here for huge gains, right? And that's kind of funny because I always say the same thing about XRP, where I always say, man, if you're getting 50 cents, 60 cents, 25 cents, 80 cents, it all doesn't really matter for the bigger picture. It is only for a very short, why do I keep doing this? It's only for a very short amount of time that it will, give you extra satisfaction or so that you bought a little bit cheaper. But ultimately, in my opinion, it's just about how many coins you can accumulate over a longer period of time. And if you can buy right now 10,000 instead of, for example, 10,500, yeah, I mean, it's not a really big deal in the end, right? It's gonna, of course, if it goes to $100 per coin eventually, it's gonna be a lot of money. But you could also see from a different end, what if XRP were to go up 100% today and you'd have 0 coins or only like, let's say 50, A couple of you guys I saw down below actually have 0 crypto, 0 XRP, or I keep having this, maybe I should drink some water. Only like maybe 50, 20, 100 XRP or something like that. It's not a bad thing. These videos are not financial advice and everybody's on their own pace. So if you have, let's say 100 XRP and your total crypto investment is, at let's say 500 XRP worth, or maybe let's say it's worth, let's say $400 in total. It's not a bad thing that you only have 100 XRP, for example. A lot of people are on your same timeline. All right, it's not like you gotta have thousands to actually make money with this. It's just everybody has a different goal as well. If you have 100 XRP, don't expect to become a millionaire. I mean, it may happen, but don't expect it, at least. That's just what I can tell you guys. Or maybe you should hope then for a millionaire status in a world where XRP is the main thing, right? But that would still mean a million XRP then, because if the dollar is gone, then you'd be a millionaire in dollar terms, but nobody cares about that, so it's still gives you nothing. Point of it being, we can reverse right now. We can't get another correction going as the bulls might be exhausted right now from pushing all the way to 24,000, which was our expected point of return. We didn't actually hit it fully though, so we may see another rush towards there, hitting it and then falling back down, or we could actually start falling back down, most likely to about 20,000, around that area, because that's the major sense of support. But 1 to 16,500 wouldn't be crazy either. On the contrary, it is the retail hype season. It is that little moment, right, where people most likely would go in heavy. And I kind of think that right now, a huge fall like that, yeah, maybe these newer guys that are coming on in are buying so much that that's not possible. But on another note, I also firmly believe that retail hype is not at its highest. And so a correction right now wouldn't actually cause all these Bitcoin buyers to go away yet, because a lot of them are not into it yet even, which is going to roll over the next couple of weeks, depending on how good Bitcoin does. If it stays around this area, prepare for a lot of crypto hype, especially if we get another move upwards. This move, however, was too fast. We saw almost an instant move. Once more, it was kind of predicted, but still, it's not that good for the bigger hype. It is good for, real crypto holders, though, like you and I, because the retail hype normally messes up prices quite a little bit. It inflates them where they're not really supposed to get to. So those retail guys, like, for example, I don't know, your cousin or nephew who's never heard about crypto but heard about it from the news, he's like, yeah, I got to buy some of these Bitcoins, yeah. He goes in heavy. He's like, well, my Bitcoin is down $10. I'm going to sell it. I lost some money on that one, but it's okay. Stuff like that is what you're going to be seeing a lot. Those guys are very, very bad for your space because they buy in masses, but uncontrolled. They buy too high, so to speak, for what is supported. And then after a little while, some bears guys, some big whales decide to take profit at that point. And all these guys who just decided to buy also have weak hands and they sell, which gets your coin to plummet quite quickly. And that is never really good for your crypto project, obviously. Then Guggenheim pumping its Bitcoin bag with $400,000 moon target. 400K would only put Bitcoin at the same market cap as gold. And let's not forget about negative yielding debt for starters. The only thing I should say here is this whole money printing scenario, which is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, at least the discussions about it and the insecurity. Fed's plan for open-ended stimulus is like an ad for Bitcoin, analyst says, because it basically just means that the money drain has gone open. Yeah, it basically means the money drain has just completely gone open. It's just like a flood of money. The Fed is going to print a huge amount of money for several years to come. That could spur further demand for Bitcoin, according to market observers. And this type of stuff could actually be what got people to buy Bitcoin massively a couple of days ago here already. All right, it could actually be that this whole announcement is what caused the big Bitcoin surge, because it could have been that a couple of insiders knew this news a little bit before the big other guys did, and that's why the prices went up yesterday somewhere, but it actually already started a big run a little bit earlier, right? But it kind of is interesting, I think, that really on the same day, because yesterday this all unfolded, the 16th here, there was an announcement of the Fed printing like an unlimited amount of money, and all of a sudden that exact day, Bitcoin skyrockets with like $5,000. I don't think that's a real big coincidence. I think this is all really on the same end. But once more, I'm not sure about that. It's just a little bit of piece of speculation. I think though, it does sound quite logical, and it does sound why people would get into it. I would personally also hoard it if I were to really think about this narrative a little bit more often. Because if you really consider it, this whole crypto ordeal is really, really good against the inflation or against your traditional system. Then Tyler Winklevoss, the Bitcoin Ultra Bull. I really don't like Tyler and the other, I don't even know his other name, I don't really care, Winklevoss, just the twins in general. They are very, very bullish on crypto, which is good, but it's not like they're really that bullish on XRP specifically, which I am, so I mean, that doesn't matter though. It's more like they have a very good reason for being so bullish, and they have $1 billion in crypto. They're one of the richer guys in cryptocurrency. Yeah, I don't want to say it's jealousy, but it's like they have such a bigger agenda for pushing crypto. First of all, they're huge holdings in it, but second of all, they're running an exchange. So if CZ or Brian Armstrong would ever come out and say, yeah, I'm buying crypto, it's going to be good, I'm never really excited about them. So is the same thing for the Winklevoss twins. I'm never really excited about that. Coinbase plans to go public through an IPO. This type of stuff, though, I am quite excited about, if I'm honestly speaking. I mean, even though I, again, don't like those quotes from those guys that are exchange leaders, I do like to see them, make us money. And in this sense here, the IPO, which is, of course, going to make them way more money, is some stuff I would really like to go for. Because if you get into it, you get in and you have it, you hold it, and crypto goes on. I mean, Coinbase is only going to get bigger, so I would definitely buy a good share of Coinbase. And it's also something to kind of diversify your holdings with. Because a lot of guys say, man, don't put too much into crypto. Okay, I'm going to put in some stocks, right? And I'll go for Coinbase and Ripple stock eventually if it's allowed to do that. And then somebody said, don't buy I cannot have ad blocker. Doesn't matter though. Do not buy Bitcoin. 3 reasons why it's too late and waiting is a good idea. Yeah, I mean, honestly speaking, if you were to ask me, honestly, my personal opinion, I'm going to say waiting is most likely a better idea. However, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a random guy on the internet. And it could be that Bitcoin's going to skyrocket anytime here, or XRP is going to do that, and you might be missing out. I'm just saying there's a good chance we're going to correct a little bit again, but crypto does unexplainable things sometimes. And yeah, it could also just skyrocket and you missing the boat. It could be a fall back down. And anybody who says they know for a fact is lying to you, because even though you saw me have some good predictions with Bitcoin and XRP right now, it doesn't mean I'll be correct back to back. Nobody will be. People make losses, people make mistakes, people make misjudgments, specifically in these crypto markets where things are just unexpected and unexplainable in a certain sense. So understand that nobody can make you more money than you yourself can, because others don't really care too much. They just want to try be right, and a lot of others just want to be too bullish or overly bullish or just very excited. I don't know for what reason. Everybody has their own agenda. But guys, check out Webull. If you're from the US, I'm going to recommend you guys it once more. If you open an account, you get 2 free stocks. If you deposit $100, you get 2 more free stocks, so that's pretty cool. And Unstoppable Domains, I keep recommending people this because I think it's going to be the future. On the contrary, I mean, it might not be. Who really knows, right? The reason I go for it, or the reason I invested into it, let's not show this. I was just showing you guys a couple of different domains, not mine, so again, don't send anything there. Let's see, let's go for investment. I'm just showing a couple of domains that you can buy. The thing is, guys, these are all not, maybe the best domains depending on exactly, what you're going for. But as you can see, I put a couple in the bag here, not to buy myself because I already have 24. But the thing is, all these domains are not necessarily useful just quite yet, because you can't use them right here in this bar just quite yet. You can do so with the extension for Unstoppable Domains though. And also, you actually can send money to this address. So if you own an address like this, .crypto, you can actually transact to that address instead of using your crazy crypto address from before. So for example, if you have a Binance account, no, let's not go for Binance. Let's go for a different Coinbase or something like that, and you just want to send money to your friend, well, if he has a domain like that, you can just send money to his domain and it will go into his Coinbase account. You got to just check on this website what exact wallets are available, because I don't know it out of the top of my head. You can send most cryptos though. And another one is you can build decentralized websites, and hopefully, the bigger speculation though is on the fact that some of these sites, like for example, investment.crypto, if you buy something like that, which most likely will be thousands of dollars to buy already, but let's say you can, it's not available just quite yet. And eventually this .crypto extension gets put into this web browser. Yeah, then we're making a freaking ton of money, and they're really proper. I like them a lot. So yeah, about 24 of these, as I said before. Check them out. Make sure you read through though, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video.